UFC fighters flying under the radar despite their incredible skills? Some of the most talented UFC fighters rarely make the headlines, but why is that? Is it because of their fighting style, their personalities, or simply bad luck? In this video, we'll dive into the lives of these underrated fighters to uncover the truth. Stick around as we break down the stats, the fights, and the reasons these athletes might be the hidden gems of the Octagon. By the end, you'll not only know who they are, but also why you should keep your eyes on them in upcoming bouts. Could one of them be your next favorite fighter? Let's find out. All the information in this video comes directly from the official Sportskeeda website, a trusted source for accurate and up-to-date sports analysis. These fighters represent a group of exceptional athletes in the UFC who have achieved significant milestones, but often don't receive the recognition they deserve. Let's dive into their accomplishments to understand why they're underrated, yet highly impactful. Diego Sanchez. A winner of the Ultimate Fighter middleweight tournament, Diego Sanchez is remembered more for his quirky personality and personal struggles than his achievements. Sanchez was undefeated in his first 17 fights, securing victories against elite fighters like Nick Diaz. He fought for the welterweight title and participated in a legendary bout with Clay Guida, which earned a Hall of Fame induction. Frank Mir. Former heavyweight champion Frank Mir is often excluded from discussions about the greatest heavyweights. However, his dominance as a submission artist set him apart. Mir secured victories over icons like Mirko Cro Cop, Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira, and Brock Lesnar, showcasing his unique skill set during his prime. Fabricio Werdum. Werdum, a Brazilian jiu-jitsu specialist, is one of the best grapplers in heavyweight history. His career soared after submitting legendary fighters like Fedor Emelianenko and Cain Velasquez, the latter earning him the heavyweight title. Despite his achievements, he remains underappreciated by many fans. Frank Shamrock. The younger Shamrock brother, Frank, is the UFC's original light heavyweight champion. Though often overshadowed by his brother, he successfully defended his title 4 times, including a notable victory against Tito Ortiz. Shamrock's contributions to the sport are undeniable, but frequently overlooked. Michael Bisping. Michael Bisping, a former middleweight champion, faced a lack of respect throughout his career. He claimed the title with a short-notice knockout of Luke Rockhold, and earned wins over legends like Anderson Silva. Despite his accomplishments, Bisping's contributions to MMA are often undervalued. Andrei Arlovski. Belarusian fighter Andrei Arlovski's record is marred by losses from his extended career, but his legacy as the first UFC heavyweight champion from Belarus is significant. Arlovski holds the record for the most heavyweight wins in UFC history, with victories over legends such as Frank Mir and Fabricio Werdum. Forrest Griffin. Known for his humor and charm, Forrest Griffin is a Hall of Famer and former light heavyweight champion. His thrilling fight with Stephan Bonnar is credited with transforming the UFC into a mainstream success. Griffin also claimed the light heavyweight title by defeating Quinton Rampage Jackson. Dricus du Plessis. Dricus du Plessis, the current middleweight champion, has consistently been underestimated due to his unconventional fighting style. Despite the doubts, he defeated top fighters like Robert Whittaker and Sean Strickland, capping a 9-fight win streak with middleweight gold. Yet, some still question his legitimacy. Daniel Cormier. Daniel Cormier, a 2-division champion, is one of the greatest fighters of all time. He ruled both the heavyweight and light heavyweight divisions, defeating legends like Anderson Silva and Stipe Miocic. Despite his remarkable career, fans often focus on his losses to John Jones and Miocic. Eddie Alvarez. Eddie Alvarez is the first fighter to claim world titles in both Bellator and the UFC. Known as the Underground King, Alvarez defeated champions such as Justin Gaethje, Rafael dos Anjos, and Anthony Pettis. However, his legacy is overshadowed by his loss to Conor McGregor during McGregor's peak performance. Many fighters in the UFC boast impressive accomplishments and skill sets, yet they fail to receive the recognition they truly deserve. The reasons for this vary, from their public personas and fighting styles to the circumstances of their careers and how the MMA community chooses to remember them. For some, like Diego Sanchez, their personalities or controversies overshadow their accomplishments. Others, like Frank Shamrock, fought in earlier eras, making them less familiar to modern fans. Fighters with unconventional styles, like Dricus du Plessis, or those known for grappling rather than striking, like Fabricio Werdum, often fail to capture mainstream attention. Career timing and longevity also play a role. Fighters like Andrei Arlovski face skewed perceptions due to long records with late career losses. Additionally, some, like Daniel Cormier, are unfairly defined by their defeats rather than their victories. Finally, quiet personalities or a lack of highlight reel moments, as seen with Eddie Alvarez and Michael Bisping, often result in them being overshadowed by flashier names. One of these underrated fighters could be a future champion, especially those still competing actively, like Dricus du Plessis. Despite being overlooked for his unconventional style, du Plessis has already proven himself by defeating elite fighters like Robert Whittaker and Sean Strickland, capturing middleweight gold in the process. His ability to defy expectations and adapt could lead to sustained success at the top. For others, like Daniel Cormier or Michael Bisping, their championship days are already part of their legacy, proving that being underrated doesn't preclude greatness. While retired fighters like Frank Mir or Fabricio Werdum won't return to reclaim titles, their accomplishments still serve as a testament to how underrated athletes can achieve championship status through skill, perseverance, and seizing opportunities. So while some fighters on this list have already peaked, the potential for future champions among active competitors remains strong. These fighters may not always get the spotlight, but their skills, grit, and achievements prove they're some of the best to ever step into the octagon. Whether it's their jaw-dropping submissions, legendary fights, or unexpected victories, they've left a lasting mark on MMA history. Some have already been champions, while others might still have gold in their future. So, who's your favorite underrated fighter? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for more deep dives into the world of MMA. There's plenty more to explore, and you won't want to miss it.